Hey beautiful people, welcome back. I believe sharing is caring. So that is why in this video I am going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that have helped me to be true to myself, to like be me all this while. First of all, I want to appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so amazing, you're so supportive, and thank you very much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate that. Let's just get right into the video. So the first thing that has helped me is not copying others, not having to do what everybody else is doing. You get what I'm saying? You know, we live in an era where, you know, there's just like a lot happening. There's this person doing this, there's this person doing that. So basically people are trying to copy each other. But you see that during that process, you tend to forget who you really are. Like you tend not to know what you want. You know, let's take for instance, you know, a person buys a car, right? They buy, let's take for instance a Range Rover, and then you want to also get a Range Rover. You see another person buying a Corolla, you also want to get a Corolla. You see another person buying a Benz, you also want to buy a Benz. There's no direction, like what do you really want? You know, you get my point. That's why it's not important to copy others. Just stay true to yourself, do what works for you, find your purpose. Give yourself some time alone to reflect, see what you can do better, see how you can improve things, not necessarily having to live the life of another person. So do not copy what everyone else is doing. Just be you and just do what works for you. So the second thing is not seeking validation from everyone else, from people around you. You know, most of the times people would want to seek validation. You know, you just want to hear someone praise you and that makes you feel good, but it is not supposed to be like that. For how long are you going to seek validation from another person? That simply means you're not staying true to yourself. You get lost in the process because you basically just want to, you know, do something so that at the end of the day people give you credit. But what's the point of someone giving you credit when you are not getting anywhere? You don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you're just doing it for the sake of, you know, you're doing it. So rather try to find what works for you and then stick to it and just believe in yourself, because there's no way another person is going to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. It doesn't work like that. You know, don't do something because you want to make someone happy. What's the whole point? Do something that is going to sit right with you. You know, it's very much important to learn to say no. If you think someone tells you something that doesn't sit right with you, you've got every right to say no to that. Do not feel intimidated that that person will think you're a bad person or anything else. Don't do that. Learn to say no, and it's going to help you out a lot, and it's also going to bring out the best in you, because at the end of the day you're staying true to yourself. Do not put others before you such that you reach to an extent where you forget about yourself. You're basically doing something so that you please the other person. Yes, it's important for you to think about others, but it shouldn't just reach an extent whereby you forget about yourself. You're just doing what everyone else wants you to do because you want to please them. So it's important to figure that out. The other one, do not be defined by the way others see you. No, if a person see you in a certain way, that is not who you are. That's just their perception of you. So don't let their definition of you be the definition of yourself. Find yourself, take time to see what works for you, spend some time alone, reflect on everything, pray about it, and then you will be able to be defined by yourself and not basically by the people around you. So a lot of people may ask questions to say, oh, how do I know that maybe I'm being defined by another person? I'm living according to the way another person is defining me. Is when you are constantly worried about what people around you think of you. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're constantly worried about what the people around you think of you, that simply means you are getting their definition of you. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So once that clicks in your mind, get rid of it. You'll be able to understand, say, okay, but why am I feeling this way? It's simply because you are letting their definition be your definition, which is not supposed to be the case. So the other thing is, do not give your power to someone else, which simply means do not let someone make decisions on your behalf. You are the person. You are meant to decide what you want and not let someone make decisions for you. I mean, that does not make sense. You cannot live up to someone. You know, what if that person is not there Are you going to wait for them to come back so that they can make that decision for you? Important to stand on your own, believe in yourself, make decisions for yourself so that you do not have to rely on someone else doing that for you. Do not live such a life where you always have to ask, what should I do? Where do I go? What should I wear? What do you think about this? I mean, no, it doesn't have to be like that. And what usually happens in the case where you let someone decide for you, make decisions for you, is that you end up losing trust in yourself, because you won't be able to trust yourself. Rather, you'll be able to trust the person who is making those decisions for you, because you want them to praise you. You want them to say, oh, you are doing great, oh, you are doing fine. That takes me back to the point of seeking validation from other people, which is wrong. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself, stand firm in what you believe in, and it's going to help you go a long way. Okay, so this one is very important. Procrastination. If you procrastinate, that simply means you are not being true to yourself. You simply put off small tasks that you could do, and just basically lying in bed, or feeling tired, or you feel demotivated. Being true to yourself does not go hand in hand with procrastination. You basically don't have to procrastinate, because the more you procrastinate on those things that you're supposed to do, the more you're wasting time, the more that is going to be difficult for you to find the real you, to find what works for you, to find what you can do better in, because you keep on putting off small tasks. So it starts from those little small things, and then now it builds up to bigger ones. So do not procrastinate on small ones, because it will be difficult for you to deal with bigger projects. The last point is but first of all, I decided to put this as the last one, because among everything that I've said that have helped me, this is the most important that has helped me. So it's basically the most important to me. So putting God at the center of everything. God created us. He knows us better than anyone else. He knows what's best for us. So the moment we put God at the center of everything, it becomes so much easier to focus on you, to focus on what works for you, because you are relying on His understanding. You contemplate on His words, and it's just going to make your path clearer, and you won't have to follow suit to what everybody else is doing. So sticking to God, praying, asking for strength from Him has really helped me, and I believe it's still going to help me, because it's just amazing to be close to God. And mistakes are inevitable. One way or another, we tend to make mistakes. But the bad part comes in when we blame our mistakes on other people. That doesn't make sense. We do it because we want to feel better, or to try and justify our actions and everything. If you know you've messed up, do not justify your actions by trying to blame it on someone else. Rather, make some changes. That's why mistakes are there, to help us, see better, and help us make wiser decisions, and do better next time. So there's no point of you having to blame it on someone else. You were just lying to yourself, and at the end of the day, you do not stay true to yourself. So just don't blame your mistakes on other people. Accept your mistake, learn from it, and you become a better person. All right, guys, so I've basically come to the end of the video. I hope it was helpful in one way or another. I hope it was worthwhile, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.